time for another subscriber giveaway, and this time I'm going to be giving away a watch that I paid for myself. I'm paying for shipping worldwide as well, so every single person that's watching this can enter this competition. And because I've paid for it myself, I got to choose the watch. And I thought very carefully about which watch I was going to choose so I can give it away to one of you. And I thought, well, if I'm going to give away a watch, I'm going to give away one of my absolute favorite watches of all time. So stay tuned for this subscriber giveaway. Hello, you're watching James. My name's James, you're watching me, and I'm talking about watches. Well, I'm very slowly getting towards 5,000 subscribers, and at every sort of 1,000 subscribers, I'm doing a giveaway. Firstly, to help sort of motivate people to hit that subscribe button, but also to give back to you guys who have been watching my videos and have already subscribed. And because I've paid for the watch today, I got to choose the watch that I was going to give away. And I was thinking about what I would like to give away. Firstly, I definitely want to give away a mechanical watch. They're the watches that interest me, so they're the ones that I think would be really cool to give away to one of you. And I thought, well, I need to be able to afford it as well, but I also wanted to be something really, really special. So I then looked at my own watch collection. The watch collection that has been evolving, changing, updating, and then I've been looking at the watches that have stayed in that collection. I've been looking at my favorite watches within my collection and looking at the watches that I've worn most in my collection. And there's one watch that has really stood out. It's turned out to be one of my absolute favorite watches in my collection. In fact, it's at least in my top 3 favorite watches in my collection. And it was definitely the most worn watch of mine last year in 2022. And that has continued into 2023. And I thought, well, perfect. I'm going to buy one of those watches and I'm going to give it away for my 5,000 subscriber giveaway. Now, it was a little bit hard to get a hold of this watch because they seem to release these watches in very small numbers. And they only seem to do that for unknown reasons. I don't know. Every time they sort of put some out there to be sold, they are sold fairly quickly. So really, I'm not sure why they're not putting more out there. But I was able to get a hold of one, and that's what I'm going to be giving away today. So let's flip the camera and let me show you the watch that I'm going to be giving away to one of you. So what watch am I going to be giving away today to one of you lucky people? Well, I'll give you a clue because I'm wearing my version of it. Yes, the Roland Turbine Pilot. This is absolutely one of my absolute favorite watches in my collection and one of my most worn watches in my collection. But I got a slightly different variation of this one, and I got that for a particular reason. It's because I wanted to see a different variation of this one. So let me get the one that I'm going to be giving away to you, a brand new version of the Roland Turbine Pilot. Yep, it comes in this little Pelican package. Let's open this one up. Brand spanking new. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so this is the watch that you are going to be able to win. Now, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see the differences between these two. My one on the left is the black dial with the blue hands. This one is the blue dial with the silver hands. Now, the blue is actually really subtle. It's actually not very strong at all. I'll put some outdoor photos in now just to show you sort of what that blue actually looks like. And I've talked endlessly about this watch, I have to admit, because I really, really like it. The quality of it is outstanding. The finishing of the case, the finishing of the dial, the indices, that cool turbine, that is just very, very cool. Signed crown. And you get to then look at this movement, which I think is awesome. It's a manual wind movement, a really nice movement to play with, and a really, really nice full leather strap. Now, I've said that this is one of my absolute favorite watches in my collection. Well, to be more specific, this one here, and it's one of my most worn watches in my collection. And I want to put it into perspective for you because this watch is definitely one of my favorites. And the other watches that are my favorites are my Hamilton GMT, which is by far my favorite watch. My Houtman Pilbara Rock, definitely one of my favorite watches. My Christopher Ward C60 Pro Trident 300, definitely one of my favorite watches. And probably what is the prettiest watch in my collection is my Oris Artilia. I think it is, I call it the Tuxedo. So just consider this watch is in this category for me in regards to favorite watches. Yet this watch costs significantly less than these ones. This is a $2,000 watch, $700 watch, $1,500 watch, about a $3,000 watch, I think, when it was brand new. This is the company that I grouped this watch in my collection. Definitely one of my favorites and one of my most worn. It is outstanding. So when I was thinking about a watch to give away, I wanted to give away something special, and this is a special watch. But how are you going to win this one? How are you going to enter this competition? Well, let's flip back to me and let me tell you the instructions on how to enter this subscriber giveaway. Okay, so how are you going to enter this competition? How are you going to win this watch? Well, first of all, you need to be a subscriber to the channel. If you have not hit that subscribe button already, can you please just hit on subscribe? That's the first step to entering this competition. Secondly is to hit the like button on this particular video. So please hit that little like button. Next, you need to leave me a comment on this video. Now, scammers do tend to be an issue, especially with these giveaway videos, and I've come up with a really easy way to get around that, and that is that I will not be responding to any comments in this video. You need to leave one to enter this competition, but I will not respond to it. I normally respond to all comments that are on my videos. In this case, I'll be hitting that little like button on your comment. I'll be hitting that little heart button on your comment. You'll then know that I've seen your comment, I've read your comment, but I will not be responding to you. If there is a response, it's not from me. But don't go anywhere yet, because there's one more thing you have to do in order to qualify to be part of this competition. And this has been put in place because I really want you to know why I like this watch so much. I really want you to know why I'm so excited about being able to give away this particular watch. And the easiest way for me to be able to share that with you is to share the link of the full review of this particular watch in the description of this video. So after you've subscribed to the channel, liked the video, left a comment in this particular video, click on that link and watch that in-depth review. I'll also leave a link for it here.